Stop! Hold everything! Are you seeing this? This cat, this single, fluffy, utterly exhausted cat, works 3 jobs, not 1, not 2, 3. And after all that work, all that hustle, all that non-stop running around, he is still broke. How is that even possible? This makes no sense. Let's rewind and see what is going on here. Meet Max. He's not just any cat. He's the hardest working cat in the entire city, maybe the entire world. Max has a dream. A big, shiny, tuna-flavored dream of a cozy little house with a giant yarn ball and a window that gets the perfect amount of afternoon sun. But to get there, he believes he has to be the fastest, busiest, most over-caffeinated cat in history. His morning routine isn't a routine. It's a whirlwind, a tornado of fur and ambition. He doesn't even have time to drink his milk. He just runs through a sprinkler of it on his way out the door. And we're off. Job number 1. The Rainbow Cafe needs its floors so clean you can see your whiskers in them. Max is a blur of motion. Mop, spin, scrub, repeat. He's not just mopping up spills, he's polishing a kaleidoscope. Look at those bubbles. They're shaped like fish. But Max has no time to admire his bubbly work. The manager, a very large bulldog in a very small tie, has a strict rule. No breaks, not even for a second. So Max keeps moving, his little paws a blur, his tail a rudder steering him through the sudsy sea. He's a cleaning machine, a furry force of hygiene. And bam! Job number 2. Before the floor is even dry, Max has magically swapped his cleaner's outfit for a waiter's uniform. He's now at the posh pastry palace, home of the wobbliest jellies and the tallest cakes. Look at him go! He's balancing a tower of treats that defies gravity. One wrong move and it's a sugary disaster. But Max is a pro. A little wobble to the left, a quick tail flick to the right, and the pastries are safe. He even manages a smile for the customers, a table of very hungry hippos who are tapping their feet impatiently. Still smiling. Even though his paws are aching and his whiskers are drooping, he keeps that smile plastered on his face. The customer is always right, even when they order the 12-layer jiggle cake. And just when you think he can finally rest, nope. Job number 3. The sun has set, but Max's day is far from over. He's now an office assistant at a tech startup run by hyperactive hamsters. His task? Answering emails. So, many emails. His little paws are a blur on the neon keyboard, tap, tap, tapping away. His eyes are barely open. He's so tired. He's starting to dream of chasing laser dots across the screen. He reaches for his 9th cup of coffee, but his sleepy paw misses, sending a wave of rainbow-colored caffeine splashing across the desk. Oh no, no sleep! Not when there are still 1,000 emails about synergizing the brand's core competencies to answer. This is his life, a non-stop, high-speed montage of work. Running, cleaning, typing, serving, running again. There are no pauses, no moments to catch his breath, no time for a cat nap. He eats his lunch while mopping. He answers emails while serving cake. He's living his life on fast forward, a colorful, chaotic blur of constant activity. It's exhausting just watching him. How does he do it? Day in, day out, the same frantic pace. All for that one magical day of the week. Payday! Ah yes, the moment it all becomes worth it. The reward for all the sweat, all the mopping, all the typing. Max holds his wallet, his heart pounding with anticipation. This is it, the big one. He can almost taste the premium salmon pade. He imagines diving into a mountain of shiny coins like a fluffy 4-legged dragon. He's earned this! 3 jobs! That's 3 paychecks! He's going to be rich! Rich, I tell you. He slowly, carefully opens the clasp. That's it? One single, tiny, almost microscopic coin. It falls into the vast emptiness of his wallet like a pebble in a canyon. The echo of the tiny clink is almost mocking. All that work. For this? Max blinks. This can't be right. He shakes the wallet. Nothing. He turns it upside down. Not even a speck of dust falls out. The hope drains from his face, replaced by pure, unadulterated confusion. And then... the attack. Before he can even process his disappointment, the expenses arrive. A hurricane of bills. Rent for his tiny mousehole of an apartment. Food for his perpetually rumbling tummy. Electricity to power the single, flickering light bulb he owns. And the dreaded internet bill, because how else is he supposed to watch bird videos? They swirl around him, a paper tornado of financial doom, each one demanding a piece of his tiny, tiny coin. 3 jobs. 0 savings? He does the math. He counts on his paws. He counts again. The single coin is immediately swallowed by the giant bill for rent. And what's left for food? For electricity? For his emergency catnip stash? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. After a whole week of nonstop work, of running himself ragged, he is right back where he started. Broke, exhausted, and utterly defeated. How can this be? Something is very wrong here. Look. On one side of the screen there's Max working his tail off. On the other side, there's Bartholomew the Sloth, who hasn't moved in 3 days and somehow just bought a new yacht. There's Penelope the Pig, lounging by her pool, sipping a fancy drink. They aren't working 3 jobs. They aren't even working 1 job. They're relaxing, they're playing, they're living. And Max is still mopping. He's working harder than all of them combined, but he's getting nowhere. It's like he's running on a hamster wheel, while everyone else is riding a rocket ship. And then, in a rare moment of stillness, it hits him. A thought. A tiny spark in his exhausted brain. He's been so busy running, so busy working, that he never stopped to think. He's been trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it by pouring water in faster. But what if the problem isn't how fast he pours? What if the problem is the hole? Working harder isn't working smarter. Maybe the problem is how I work. It's not about more hours, it's about more value. What if instead of being a pretty good cleaner and a pretty good waiter and a pretty good typist, he could become a great expert at one thing? Something that other animals really need? Something valuable? It's not about the effort you put in, it's about the value you create. A rare skill is worth more than a common one. Working for 10 hours mopping floors might earn 1 coin. But what if he could learn a skill that earns 1 coin in just 1 hour? That would change everything. This is the secret. It's not about being the busiest cat. It's about being the smartest cat. It's time to stop the frantic running and start some focused learning. It's time to trade endless effort for expert skill. So, what about you? Are you working hard? Or just stuck on a wheel, running in place? Maybe it's time to think like Max. Subscribe for more cartoon stories and find out how to work smarter, not harder.